Bobby Ray. Bobby Ray. Bobby Ray. Bobby Ray. You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling. Bobby Ray. The Bobby Ray Show, everybody.
Hey, welcome to the Bobby Ray Show. We're back at it. This is our Valentine special, and Mr. Josh Hart, my co-host. Happy Valentine's.
I'm sorry I didn't get you anything, Bobby.
The day's not over.
I still have a chance.
Now, yeah, you do have a chance, you know. We got a love expert. She's going to tell it like it is, and we may not like what she tells us, but she'll be our guest, and she'll be on in a few minutes. You don't want to miss her, that's for sure. World renowned, I think. I mean, she's the real deal.
Yeah.
But we thought we haven't done a top 10 in a long time. And well, I don't know. We were going to do top.
We don't have the budget for all 10, so we cut it down to 5. We're on the budget factor. Our graphics guy can only work so many hours. He has a second job at Taco Bueno. So luckily he was able to crunch out 5 of these. So we have the Bobby Ray top 5.
Top 5.
Yep.
Well, we'll make that famous.
Yep.
Staff. Well, we thought being Valentine's, so maybe some of you girls are going to go out. You're going to go to the bar. You're going to have a happy, great time. You're going to be sitting at the bar, and guess what might happen? You're going to get hit on maybe, and maybe it's not somebody you're really interested in, and he's going to give you one of his favorite pickup lines, and what do you say? We got the answers for you today. Our top 5, we're going to show you some favorite pickup lines that he might use, and then we're going to give you the answer to use so you're ready to go. Now, if you want to have a drink with him, scratch these. So these are for the rejects. All right, let's roll number 5 on our list here. We're going to show them or?
Yep.
All right, there you go. So the guy will say, man, haven't we met before? Your response, perhaps. I'm the reception at the VD clinic. He's out of there, okay? All right, number 4. Haven't I seen you someplace before? Now, isn't that common? I mean, that's so common. That's, you know, that's why I don't go there anymore, okay? Staff,
that's a subtle touch.
That's
of like,
a subtle touch.
Yeah, back away a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, number 3. Is this seat empty? Yes, and this one will be too if you sit down here, all right? So, staff.
I'm glad I haven't met a girl like that.
Yeah. All right, next. Oh, this is a good one. Your place or mine? Both. You go to yours and I'll go to mine. I mean, you know.
Setting that boundary, you know?
Yes. And then number 1. So, what do you do for a living? I'm a female impersonator. Out of there, right? Okay, out of there. But we got a good staff. Yeah, we got a good staff. So
you get what you pay for. That's what I've always said.
That's what they say.
Yeah, you get what you pay for.
Excuse me, that's what they say. All right, well, we want to do hall talk again. We've done a couple of hall talks. And we go out and see what average Joe Blow. That's probably not a good way to put it, is it? See what the guy walking the hall girl.
The everyday man.
Everyday man and woman. Now that's
right.
Better. All right. That's why you're here. Well, we want to hear what they say about Valentine's. Are you getting your wife or significant other a gift? If so, what are you getting them? What do you expect? And so we're going to roll the tape here and let you judge how people are going to celebrate Valentine's. Wait a minute, you need to come here. What do you mean you don't do Valentine's?
It's just a Hallmark holiday made up when you should be taking care of your wife, your families all the time. If you love someone, why do you need a day to show it?
Well, it's just a special day set aside.
But shouldn't every day be special for your family?
Absolutely, but it's just a little more special.
No, every day is special. Every day for me is special.
So,
I'm the luckiest man alive. I've got a little kid. I've got a great wife. I don't need a Valentine's Day to show that.
So, hey,
Absolutely.
Thanks for stopping.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I thought I was going to have to tackle you there for a minute.
I love your show, so.
Oh, great. You watch the show?
I've seen it a couple times.
Get the boss out here, would you? You're married?
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are you getting your husband for Valentine's?
So we do things a little bit differently.
Uh-oh.
We normally don't.
Wait, this is a PG rate. I mean, this.
No, this is PG.
Oh,
trust
okay,
me, it's
good.
all
Oh,
PG.
okay, all right.
Yeah, we usually do some sort of pizza and chips and maybe ice cream. We kind of do a pig out night.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so we didn't do the flowers and chocolates. I mean, there might be chocolate, but.
Stay home and pig out.
Yeah,
Wow.
we love that.
You could give him, or he could give you, his and her tongue scrapers. Okay, all right.
My reaction would be, you're trying to tell me something.
Well, it says on the bottom,
Okay.
freshens your breath
Okay.
and removes tongue fur. You will have a happy Valentine.
Thank you. You too, Bob.
Yeah. You'll talk about Valentine's?
Oh, no, thank you, sir.
Well, why not? Hey, guys. Yeah. Valentine's. Yeah. What are you going to get for Valentine's?
Lots of flowers.
How you know? What are you going to give him?
Nothing.
Nothing? Do you girls ever work, or do you just walk the halls? Wait a minute. I want to know about this bad stuff. Huh? Come here. Look at this guy. He looks like a Valentine's kind of guy. Huh? Do you celebrate Valentine's? No? Okay. Do you have a wife?
Yes, sir.
She expecting something for Valentine's?
Always.
Uh-huh. So what's on tap for her? We won't show this till Friday, so we won't give her a clue. So.
Oh, okay. Just dinner.
Dinner?
A couple of balloons and some roses. You know.
So I had a deal here. Would you? She's a queen, isn't she?
Oh, of course.
And you probably want to take her to a castle, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir.
So, what are you taking her to White Castle?
It depends
The
on
hamburger joint?
It depends on how our mood is by the time Friday get here.
Whoa! Now we're talking. There you go. So if it wasn't White Castle, it might be somewhere else and pretty nice with flowers.
Yes, sir.
So what's she gonna give you?
Ain't no telling. Probably a hard time.
Well, I know. Come over here. Come over here. We're gonna talk about Valentine's.
There's a Valentine.
Well, no, huh?
Isn't that
What?
shocking?
That one, yes, it is. You're going to do Valentine's this year?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? Are you married?
Yes, I am.
All right. Are you going to celebrate Valentine's?
I absolutely will be.
Okay. Can we ask, what are you getting your husband for Valentine's?
Myself.
Whoa. Wow. All right.
Gift.
His and her tongue scrapers.
Okay, hopefully I won't be getting that.
Well, but look, I mean, you just said you're giving yourself to him, all right? There's going to be some
Exchanges.
kissing going.
Yes,
So don't you think you should have a tongue? It says here, removes tongue fur.
Okay.
You don't think you need that? But
Actually, since I am from India, I have been tongue scraping since I was about 4 years old.
Oh.
So I have no tongue fur.
oh my gosh!
We have
Wow.
metal ones that we use, and we have very squeaky clean tongues.
Wow.
Yes, and they work really well. I just require a really sweet man who brings me roses,
Okay.
which my husband brings me every week.
Every week?
He does every week. He brings me beautiful flowers.
Holy smoke! You're expensive. Yeah. Golly. So okay, so you won't be getting roses because you already get roses. I mean.
Well, he can get me 2 or 3 dozen this time.
Okay. Well, anything else I missed that I should ask you?
What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Gosh, wait just a minute. I'm going to get my wife something, but I can't tell you because this is going to air on late Thursday. So when it shows up, I don't want her knowing what I'm giving her ahead of time.
Well, how do you know that she's going to be watching?
Oh, are you kidding? Well, that's a good point.
We got you, huh?
You do got me. Are you going to celebrate Valentine's?
I think so.
Well, what do you mean you think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you married?
No.
You have a significant other?
Yes.
Okay. Well, aren't you going to give him something for Valentine's?
Well, he lives in Houston.
That's a problem, isn't it?
It is a problem.
You're not really expecting anything then, are you, from him on Valentine's? probably.
No, I am.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, but then what are you expecting? What would be a good gift he could send you? Now this is
I love
PG rated,
peonies.
you know, we have to
Yeah,
keep
well,
it.
that's
Okay,
fine.
yeah.
I love peonies.
Love what?
Peonies.
Panties?
Those two. Peonies,
Those
the
two.
flowers.
Oh.
The ones that are really, they look like a little cloud.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
he knows that too. I've dropped hints.
You've dropped hints.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or panties, either one. You like those
right,
too. But
Yeah,
depends.
both.
Well, let's hope
Yes.
something
Thank
special
you.
comes about this time.
Peonies and peonies.
There you go. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Well, huh?
I want Matt, when he gets a chance, to go back to the point where she heard you say the word panties to her in the hallway.
yes.
And the eyes that she gave you.
I thought that's what she said. I mean, you know, I didn't know what those were. They're flowers, right? Whatever they are.
Can you imagine you tell your significant other you want some peonies flowers?
Yes.
Phenomenally, very gorgeous flowers. And he shows up with like 4 boxes of just nothing but underwear.
Nothing but
Like, you could not have missed the point anymore in that point in time.
I hope her boyfriend gets that point. Now,
Yeah, he's
that's
like-
for
he goes,
sure.
I bought you panties.
Yeah,
That
here they
face right
are.
there. There you go. That's the face she
Oh
was
my
making
God,
you.
there she is.
Just wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. Did you just say panties to me?
Well, isn't it amazing the response you get? I mean,
Yeah.
we got it's all over the board. Not many people wanted the dual, tongue scrapers. That didn't go over too well.
I didn't know those actually work. I didn't know that was the thing for Indian culture.
I didn't either. Wasn't
now,
that amazing?
Learn something new every day on the Bobby Ray Show. You're welcome.
Since she was 4 years old.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But I think, so the one that really stuck with me was a guy that said, we don't do Valentine's.
Yep.
You know, my wife and I, every day is Valentine's, so we don't do Valentine's. I think that's a cop-out myself. I mean, well, anyway. So our love expert be here in a few minutes. I'm going to get her take on that.
Yep.
What do you think about that? And how does that really work in a relationship that we're not celebrating Valentine's?
Well,
I don't know.
I can't wait to hear what she has to say. In the meantime, though, we're going to take a quick break. And for me, what I love more than Valentine's and the romance and the flowers and getting panties is when the love goes wrong. And so we found a compilation of kiss cam fails. Can't wait to show that to you. We'll be back right after this on the Bobby Ray Show.
All right.
Bobby Ray. Ba 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 Bobby Ray. Ba 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 Bobby Ray. Ba 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 Bobby Ray. You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling, Bobby Ray. Ba ba. The Bobby Ray Show, everybody.
Hey, welcome back to the Bobby Ray Show, our Valentine special. This is our first Valentine
Our very
show.
first one together.
Hey, this is good, right?
Yep.
But what makes it the best is our guest, Jennifer Styers, love expert. And I look, I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I want to read a little bio.
Okay.
Because I don't want to miss anything.
Okay.
But you're so sweet to be here today. I know you got a super busy day, Valentine's.
I'm thrilled to be here.
Well, thank
Thrilled.
you. You were voted by Match.com as a top relationship expert in DFW for over 5 years. You currently serve as one of Match.com's national relationship experts for advice and consultation. And you are one of the most sought after and top love experts in the nation, appearing on, I don't know, I couldn't even read all the radio and TV shows in the United States that you've been on. But of course now you can add the Bobby Ray Show.
I can now add the Bobby Ray Show. We need to change my bio for sure.
And I'm sure it's taken you a while to get on the show, but we're glad you're here.
Thank you. I know the waiting list was forever.
Yes, but we're so excited. This is fun for our first Valentine's show.
I love it. I'm honored.
Well, thank you. And you were in the green room and you saw the clip that we had a while ago, Hall Talk, and you saw the gentleman that said, look, Valentine's not for me and my wife. We don't celebrate. We don't give cards. We don't do anything. We're in love every day. We don't need Valentine's to say, I'm in love with you. And I know, and I'll ask Josh too, what would happen to you if you went home tomorrow? She said, hey, where's my Valentine's? Oh, we don't need to celebrate Valentine's. I love you every day. I know what would happen at my house.
What would happen at your house?
I'd be out going back to the store to get something, and it'd probably be a lot more than if I'd have got it to start with.
Yeah.
You know, so now you're in trouble. But what do you tell people about that? I mean, how does that work?
You know, whether you celebrate Valentine's Day or not, I mean, I'm not even a big fan of Valentine's, but you need to acknowledge it. No matter what the woman says, you need to acknowledge it. So I know we don't celebrate Valentine's, but I wanted to get you this card and these flowers. Or I wanted to get you this. My dad buys me chocolates. It's the cutest thing. Like, he's done it ever since I was little. He brings me over a little box of chocolates, and I don't even eat chocolate, but it's the gesture, and every man should get something.
Okay,
just make it it doesn't even matter if it's a card and a little gift or candy or chocolate or whatever. Get her something. Get her something. Even if you don't celebrate it, get her something to just say, I'm acknowledging you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
otherwise you're in trouble.
Any of you out there that saw his clip, you just heard from the expert what you need to do.
Don't listen to her. Do not listen to her.
How long have you been doing this? How long is your career?
I've been over 25 years.
25 years.
Yeah.
All right. So I got to ask you, you've dealt
since
with...
I was 2.
Yeah, right. I thought 4, but that's close.
Okay, that's
close. Yeah. So I thought, okay, you've had 25 years of doing this, giving advice, hearing all kinds of stuff. So I just kind of want to jump right in.
Jump in. Let's go.
What is the most interesting and most humorous that you've heard? You know, issues that you've had to deal with, or problems that they've come to you with a problem, and you thought, oh, this is funny, you know.
That's interesting, because I don't think that anybody's problems are ever funny. I wish that they were.
Good answer. Okay.
No, I'm really not being politically correct.
Yeah, no.
I think regardless of what somebody's going through, a problem is a problem and it's a challenge for them. So it's always real in somebody's world, whatever the challenge is. So people need to understand that there are really, when people go, there's no stupid questions. There really are stupid questions, but there really are not humorous or stupid problems that people have, just because, you never know when somebody hasn't had an experience in their life. I mean, I've had people that come to me and they're wanting, matchmaker, they're wanting to meet somebody, and they've never dated before. They've never been on one date in their life, or they've never been truly intimate with somebody. before. And
Yep.
so like those would be challenges, especially somebody who's never dated before.
Yes.
So, but everybody's just where they are, and you meet them where they are and go from there.
So is there any typical time a couple should date before they get married?
That's such a fabulous question. People like to jump into things too fast, and people should take their time. We need to get to know somebody because people a lot of times show you their representative for the first 6 months, year, 3 years. I've even heard. So you want to make sure that you know inside out who that person is.
Yeah.
However, I know people that got married after a week of knowing each other and they have the best marriages. So I don't know that there's a cookie cutter answer, but don't rush into things. Don't rush into things.
But
take your time.
Those with a week, those are more of the anomaly.
They are the anomaly. They are the 0.00000%. Yeah, and I would say most of those that I know, they happened a long time ago. It's not today's world.
Yeah, no.
It's not today's world.
As you know, we had Ted Nugent on a couple of weeks ago. They were celebrating anniversary number 31.
Wow.
And
that's amazing in show business.
He walked into a studio to do an interview or something, and there she was, and they dated for 3 months and got married.
Wow.
So that's definitely on the short side.
Yeah.
And now they're at number 31.
But that was 31 years ago.
There
and I
you
think
go.
we're in a different place in time now.
Yeah.
I mean, we are a society now that we're so distracted. Everything's at our fingertips.
Yep.
If we don't get something as fast as we want it, we move on to the next thing, and we do the same thing with love and dating. So we're in a different world now. So I don't necessarily think that things that applied to somebody 31 years ago are going to apply today.
Okay. So I'm going to now flip that a minute. So all the problems you've heard. Mm-hmm. Is there ever been one that you really couldn't solve for them or give them good advice on that is that a yes or is that?
Well, I think there's a consensus answer for me when you say that. The only thing we can't help is somebody who can't accept help. So the only people I've never been able to help are people that weren't coachable, that refused to take my advice or refused to change, that wanted to keep doing things their way. And that's where people go wrong. I mean, if you seek out advice or if something's not working for you, you need to change it, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. And some people don't want to change. So you have to be coachable. So I have to dismiss clients before for not being coachable. I can't do anything with them. Yeah, I can't do anything with them.
If someone else is always a problem, that's a problem.
That's a problem. That's a big red flag. Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
When I got married, so we got advice, obviously. And
how long did you date her before you married her?
Oh gosh, I don't know if we have this long. We met in the 6th grade.
Oh my God.
Yes. So
How cute.
And we dated all through high school. So
So did you date all through high school, then break up, and then get back together?
During high school, there would be little times that we would break up, and in junior high or whatever, she'd give me her disc back, or I'd give her, whatever. And
sorry, your disc back?
Well, this little thing you wore around your neck.
Was it a ring?
It was that was a little circle, silver circle, and it had her name on it, and she had one that had my name on it.
Oh my.
That was your disc. You want to trade disc with me? That's a big deal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, we had occasions that, and then obviously high school, a little different. Yes, but we did date other people, and we got married, and we've been married.
So you
been
got married
ever
after
since.
high school or after college?
High school.
Okay.
High
Wow.
school.
That is
And then
amazing.
and then went on to college.
I want to meet her. I want to
You
see
do?
you guys together. Oh my God, absolutely. No, I do.
Okay, Phyllis. There you
do.
got it.
Where
there
are you, Phyllis?
Where are you, Phyllis? I know you're
That's
out
totally
with the
cute.
girls having lunch, I think.
That
today.
doesn't, you know what? That doesn't happen very often anymore, at least in this part of the country.
Yep.
You tend to see a lot of that in the Midwest still.
Yep.
But people that do that
Yep.
tend to stay married forever.
Yeah. Well, I think I said we actually got married. We were senior in high school.
Oh my God.
So here we are. We are still here, married.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Yeah.
2 children, grandkids. Got the whole package.
awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
That is
It's
awesome.
been great. But they told, one advice was, don't ever go to bed mad. Have you given that advice, or is that old-fashioned advice, or, you know?
Did you take that advice?
Well, we
That's a great answer.
we worked on, we tried, you know, to do it, and we were pretty successful with it. Now, there were times when we were up for 3 or 4 days, but you know, but you know,
love it.
yeah, but
I love it. We're not
worked
sleeping.
on it.
We're still mad.
You know, and then you know, the other thing, we said, okay, look, how's this going to work? You know, there's always decisions to make, and you know, who's going to, and so we decided, okay, Phyllis, you make all the little decisions, and I'll make all the big decisions, okay? So we were good with that. Now, as long as we've been married, I've never had a big decision to make. You know,
I love it.
So
I know. I was going to say, how do you constitute a big decision?
Yes, no, it doesn't.
I mean, the Mercedes is a small decision.
Yeah,
In the grand scheme of things.
Absolutely.
It's a small decision.
So she makes all of it.
That's it. Yeah.
So anyway,
that's why you're still married.
Yes, that's right.
She makes all the decisions.
So you could put that in your repertoire. You know,
and I do want to answer your question because I think it was such a great question when you said, do you go to bed mad?
Yes.
Don't go to bed mad. I think it depends on the person. I think there's some people that absolutely cannot stand, you know, to be upset with somebody. They can't take it.
Mm-hmm.
So they will work their hardest to push somebody past their comfort zone.
Yep.
And there are people that need to process things. Like, I'm a processor. Like, don't talk to me until I've processed this.
Okay.
I'm going to think about it.
Yep.
And if somebody pushed me, they'd be in trouble before I was ready. Because I'll come around, but I need my time. So we do need to understand that people process things different. They have different love languages.
Yeah.
So the whole don't go to bed mad, just go to bed in peace.
Yeah.
Knowing that things will be resolved. How about that?
That's good.
Yeah.
So we had another guy on. I mentioned that to him. He said, we did the same thing, okay? And the 2 or 3 times that just wouldn't work, we got in bed, and he said, ours was, you know, don't go to bed without kissing. Have a kiss every night in bed. Mm-hmm. And he said, a few times we went to bed and there was no kiss, but after she went to sleep, I reached over and kissed her.
Aww.
So, you know, she couldn't.
It.
Yeah.
She woke up, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's,
she
couldn't say. But anyway, so do you do that? Do you go to bed happy man?
So I don't, because what my wife does is she likes to process, especially likes to talk through things. But if after a certain time has passed, she'll let it go.
Yep.
But she won't have resolved it. So she'll move on, but not move past.
Yeah.
And so if we don't stay up and just make sure we either have a solution in mind. We've been up until 3 a.m. before, talking through a solution. What's the fix for this problem?
Some people need that.
She would go to bed and wake up and be fine, but it would be different.
Right.
And then I'd have to like pick that fight again, which seems ridiculous, to get to a solution to conversation.
At least you know her by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you mentioned love languages. Are you big into that? Is that part of your?
I do think there's a lot of validity to it. Yeah.
All right. Phyllis, she believes in that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, there's a lot of validity to it.
Uh-oh.
I like how you said Phyllis believes in
well,
that.
no, I
You made that
know it
very
really
clear.
when you think about it.
Have you read the book?
Part of it.
So no, got
The
it.
part
Okay.
that applies to me, that Phyllis told me applies to
But
me.
she said
right?
here, but it's, you know, there's 5, right? 5.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, okay, which one are you? And I said, well, probably that one. You're right. So see, I didn't need to read the book.
That's it.
And which
yeah.
one is she? You know, so we pretty much agree. But it is interesting.
Yeah.
I think the best part of that book is people having a conversation.
Yeah.
Right.
People talking about what they want, how they want. In my opinion, those things vary. They vary on attitude, mood change, seasons,
Right.
the relationship ebb and flow. They vary. But just knowing that those 5 exist and having the conversation, I think that's the important
Because
part.
people love in different ways, and if we process love, if we're like, let's just say it's a words of affirmation, if we need to hear the verbal word, and somebody else is an acts of service, and they're bringing us cards and gifts, and right, they're let me take you here, let me do this for you. And that's love to you. You feel like you've loved that person and they're feeling like they're not loved. So it is important that you understand and know yourself and you know your partner. And I think that's where all of love Where the answers all lie is if people knew themselves, if they knew themselves, who they are, what they want, what they need, they communicate that to their partner, and they know that about their partner, then you have a good relationship because you're both giving each other what you need.
You
should try.
It sounds so easy, doesn't it?
It is easy.
Yeah. Okay.
It is easy if you're
committed.
If you're committed to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's the word.
Yeah. So, so mine is, what was it? Acts of service.
Your acts of service.
So, give you an example. All right. I'm the first one to get up in the morning. Okay. And I make the coffee. We have coffee deal in our room. In our room. So I make the coffee, a little coffee bar. I make the coffee the night before. So I get up. She's in bed. I get the coffee going. I go in and
You're a dream man.
and get her warm up. She likes to have a warm up, you know, and she gets out of her PJ. So I get her warm up in her little slippers.
What's a warm up?
You know,
a jumper.
Oh, okay, got it.
That
Okay,
whatever
got
it is. Yeah.
Okay, like a robe or whichever.
Yeah,
Okay, got
yeah.
it.
So I get that into the bed, and coffee's brewing. I go out.
Phyllis is spoiled.
I'm telling you.
Phyllis is spoiled. Phyllis, you're spoiled.
And then you
Good
know
for
what's
girl.
next. I bring her coffee, and I put the mocha in, you know. So when she's up, she's got her stuff. She puts on. She's got the mocha. Got the she's ready to go.
The problem with that is if you ever forget the mocha one time, she's like, "Where's my mocha?"
Oh yeah, no.
Bob.
Well, no. You'll get up and say, "Are we out of coffee?" Oh no, I'm getting it. I got it. I'm getting it.
Oh my gosh, I love it. That's so great.
Yeah.
That's so great.
It's fun. It's fun.
You're a dream guy. You're a dream guy.
Phyllis, are you listening?
Phyllis, I hope you know what you have.
Yes, thank you. Golly, I'm going to take you home with me and so
Chat.
you can have a talk with her.
Coffee in bed, man. That's all we need.
So you work with married people, you work with single people.
I do.
Is there anything different you tell advice for single people and married people, or is there a common?
Well, obviously the advice is always different with each and every person.
Yeah.
Just depending on their situation. But I will say this, and this would be the best advice I could give anybody that's in a relationship and may need some help. One person can fix a relationship, one person doing the work. So if your partner won't go to counseling, you know there's a problem, get some help for yourself, because one person can change a relationship. By you changing, sometimes changing the dynamics and how you're reacting or doing things can completely change the relationship. So I've done it for years where I will not have a spouse that'll come in, and maybe that's the spouse that's cheating, and I'll take the one that's, that is open to coaching, counseling, saving the marriage, and change the behaviors a little bit. They go back to their environment, impose the changes, and things change. So it can happen. So don't give up faith on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've got a great job.
I love my job.
Because I mean, when you're able to keep people together, get people together, I mean, really, that's got to be exciting.
It is beautiful. And watching people come into their own, realize who they are, realize what they want, find what they want, be happy.
Yeah.
It's the most joyous experience. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. Now, getting there is not always fun, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not the work that some people think it needs to be.
It's the result that counts.
Yeah.
So one last question. Mm-hmm. You're big into Match.com, working with people. Is that, or what do you do for Match.com?
Well,
How's that?
Match has named me as one of their relationship experts. They pick 10 from across the country that they think they have the most influence, and I do a lot of media for them. So that's basically, and they bring me in a few times a year, or a few times every few years, I should say, to get up on. They send me statistics regularly. They keep me up on the dating news. So I don't spend a lot of time on Match, and I'm not big into online dating.
Okay.
I can give advice.
Yep.
I can give people advice on it. There's people that probably give better advice. That if somebody needs advice on online dating, I could probably give you somebody that gives better advice than me, because I'm a matchmaker. But because there's ways to navigate around that world, and it's getting tougher and tougher and tougher. But the majority of people online date now. That's just the thing.
That's it.
Yeah.
And there's so many, well, I say so many, aren't there several of those I'm not out there, so I don't know. But I hear.
Nice
Yeah.
save, Bobby.
Yes.
Nope, Phyllis.
Yes. There's several of them, aren't there? I mean, there's all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Match owns most of them. They own like 40-something brands.
Oh, my
They own
God.
Tinder. They own
Wow.
Our Time. They own almost all of them, except
Okay.
for Bumble. They don't own Bumble. That's separate. But they own a lot. And online dating's big, and you have to know how to navigate around it, and you have to be committed to it.
So how do you know which one to get on? If I all of a sudden became single and I want to get on that online stuff, I mean, I wouldn't even know. How do you know where to go first? Is that part of the problem? I guess.
It is.
Look, what are you laughing at? What's he laughing at me for?
Picture you setting up a Tinder account, going through and trying to do Tinder.
I was going to say, if you want, they say
I'm calling Jennifer.
They say the hookup app is Tinder.
Yeah.
The hookup, just for hookups. So it's people that are just not really wanting a relationship. They just want to have fun.
You could get on the wrong one, and then what?
Have fun. Oh, yeah.
I thought this was. Oh no, this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You'd be probably amazed by the pictures you got, Bobby Ray.
Yes, I bet that's right.
You're like, what? I just wanted to meet for coffee.
Yes.
But
Are you coming like this? Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The women like Bumble. I know a lot of the women like Bumble because they get to choose. But I mean, all of them have potential. All of the dating apps have potential. It's how you're using them and navigating around them, and it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. The best way to meet somebody is organically.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a matchmaker. Not everybody can afford me. Not everybody wants to use the service. People that are really busy hire me so that they don't have to go out there and find somebody. I bring people to them. However, the best way to meet somebody is to go out and organically meet them. Go out with your friends. Go to happy hours, not late night bars, but go to happy hours. Go to do activities that you enjoy. If you like the arts, if you like concerts, if you like fishing, if you like golfing, get involved in your activities and meet people that like the things that you like. That's the best way to meet somebody.
Yeah.
Or through friends or family that you trust and love. But
So-
they're not always the best.
So Phyllis likes to watch these Hallmark
Oh,
cheesy.
yay for you.
Hallmark movies. So yeah, sure, let's watch one of those tonight. Okay. But some of them are not bad, you know. But one of them recently, she was a matchmaker. And so she would talk about, okay, you're a 50% match with this guy and you're 80%. Is that the way it kind of, you put all the...
She obviously uses an algorithm for matchmaking.
Okay, I think
which-
she did say that.
Yeah, which I don't
Now, of course,
do.
this is TV. This is movie.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
Hollywood. So
Technology has its limitations. What it comes down to with matching people, and you can attest for this, it's how people, because you've been married for a long time, it's how people get along, their lifestyle, their commonalities, their shared values, their shared morals, activities that they enjoy together. It's not an algorithm.
Yeah.
You cannot algorithm the important stuff.
it's yes, dear.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
if
Exactly.
you remember that. So,
Yeah.
is there any final advice you could? This is Valentine's. Any final advice
I
you
think
could
the
give
advice
that would?
I think advice I would give everybody, whether they're married, in a relationship, or single, is remember that commitment means something. So whether you have it in your life or you're looking for it, cherish it once you find it. And if you're out there dating and you like somebody, stop dating everybody else and put your focus and energy on that one person, you know, initially, so that you can. It takes commitment, and commitment is something that people have forgotten.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's really the advice I would give. And if you are in a relationship or married, cherish and adore the person you have. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
So you can
Hear that, Phyllis?
grass is not greener somewhere else. If you
Yep.
find somebody that brings you your warm up and your coffee in the morning, then stay in love forever.
Hey, stay there. So you hear that, Phyllis?
You hear that,
But
Phyllis?
yet one more thing. I mean, you know, with us, of course, everybody has arguments and have the ups and downs, but it just seemed like divorce was never an option.
Good.
And I think today maybe divorce is too easy, you know.
It is.
To get, and it's, you know, people jump to that because that's easier, and it can be maybe sometimes quicker than want to go do the hard work.
Absolutely. You
And the
just
heavy
said it.
lifting to fix it. Oh, I think I'll just get divorced.
Right. You know, that's our immediate society.
Yes, yes.
Like you said with your everybody wants it fixed. And they want it fixed yesterday, or they want a resolution. And some things just take time.
Yeah.
Everything's a process.
Yeah. Well, Jennifer, this is great.
It was fun.
Oh, it was fun. Thank you so much.
And I want to meet
here.
Phyllis one of these days.
Okay, you're on. Well, I should have had her come today. We could have. No, I don't know about that. But anyway, yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Well, thanks
I'm
for
lucky.
having me. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's. Thank you
Go
for
get
being
Phyllis
here.
something.
I've already got it.
Okay, go.
All right, let me tell you this. I know I keep going back.
Of course you did.
So I got her cards a day or two ago.
Cards.
Cards. Got 3, and I put them in the glove box of the car. Okay. So yesterday we were out somewhere and it was raining. So she wanted to get the umbrella out of the glove box. She picks it up. I said, "Oh no, those are yours." Should I go get her 3 more or just?
Did she see them?
She saw them. She didn't open them.
Then you just
I'm good. She knows I got them because I was, always kind of
got her 3
surprise her with them.
He's so cute. Oh my God, you're the luckiest woman in the world. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well,
So
I just don't agree with that guy. I think Valentine's is special. And I think Josh thinks that too. He's wanting to jump in there with something. I saw you like you want to say something.
I just don't know why 3. Like, you do like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What's
Probably
the 3?
one's funny, one's serious, right?
There you go. Yeah. And I normally put them in, I normally give a normal one that I might put one in her
Bobby Ray.
lingerie
In a jumper.
drawer.
So
cute.
Oh my
See there.
God.
There you go.
I'm gonna
melting.
Matt, our
melting.
producer. I need this released immediately when I leave here because I'm gonna call Phyllis up and say you need to turn this on.
That's right. Phyllis gets the pre-release.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Sure.
This was great. Well, all right. I hope all of you got something out of our Valentine's show and with our love expert. And boy, what a show next week. I think I'm just waiting and let it be a big surprise. So anyway, you don't want to miss next week. We'll see you then.